Imagine that you've been building something since you were 15 and then you clocked 40 and they just pull the rug from your feet. You've been standing on it, you've been building, it's high, it's big, you're beginning to see reward and all of those things. And everybody has known you all your life. I mean, all your adult life as the owner of this thing. I don't know if I'm getting my explanation. Let me just get into the video. But first off, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, on this channel, what's the right word? See, this channel, shall we bring you everything: entertainment, lifestyle, news report, celebrity gossip, what's happening across the globe, music concerts. You don't want to miss anything on this channel, honestly, because we bring you everything as they hot. So I'd like for you to subscribe first. Please subscribe to this channel, like this video because you're going to enjoy it. And I'm talking about something crucial and something that is happening currently in the society. We talk about it all the time. Anyways, this woman has been known all her life as IDIBIA. Yes, you know what I'm talking about now. Or not all her life, but all of her career. It's just like Caroline Danjuma, who was initially Caroline Hutchins. She featured in maybe 13 movies and then she got married and she left the industry and she was Caroline Hutchins, she became Caroline Danjuma. And then when the marriage ended, she had to come and find her identity again. But even at that, she's still carrying the Danjuma name because that is what she carried in her career. That's what you understand? I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So Annie Idibia has found herself in that kind of situation. Mayul Edochie has also found herself, and she's still Mayul Edochie because she can't necessarily remove that. That is who we know. That is a personality that we met. That is the only way she's introduced herself to us. But now for Annie Macaulay is different. When we knew Annie Macaulay, she was a model doing well for herself. She was an actor. She was Annie Macaulay. She was 15. Two-Face has always been in her life. I mean, I feel like it's always been in her life because you're 15. You're just starting your life and you met a 24-year-old man. And I feel like it's almost understandable that her whole life has now revolved around this man because she was a child, teenager, fell in love hopelessly. They broke up several times. They came back together. So it's I don't know. There's a way that I almost want to say the Stockholm syndrome. I don't think that is what it is, but there's a way our brain would have been our formative years. They said that for women, typically you don't grow until not maybe for everybody safe. It's when you're 25 that your brain fully forms. And she's been wrapped around this man for over 10 years, for 10 years by that time. So even at the time she's grown and she became a woman of herself, she became a woman of herself in the arms of Two-Face Idibia. Do you understand? So now for her to now revert to being Annie Macaulay and finding herself in her 40s, I don't know. I just hope it's as beautiful, and because we are rooting for her. When she was away, a lot of persons were like, oh, her comeback is going to be glorious. We're going to support her whatever she does. And we've been keeping that promise because she's giving us videos since she came back, celebrating herself, thanking us, and we've all supported it and said, yes, welcome back. We are here for you. Now that Natasha Osawaru has added Idibia to her name on social media, she's the current love interest of Two-Face Idibia. We don't know if they are married or not, but for her to add Idibia, we would I think it's safe for us to assume that they are now married. He has also gotten an apartment in Benin. I told you about that right on this channel. How he's got an apartment in Benin. He's now frequently Benin more, and he's left Lagos and all of those things. They are saying, attending parliament sessions together, tribunal cases together, and all of those things, shopping together. Even they were recently, I don't know if that was the first introduction, but we saw her with some of Two-Face's kids, right? So I feel like she's well integrated into the family now. And I don't know how the Idibia family still feel, because remember that they released a petition online saying that they can't find their son, that Natasha had kidnapped him or something, like adults now, because he's a grown man, he's 49 years old, and they are looking for him, right? So I don't know how the family has accepted Anna, because the family also never accepted Annie. Annie was very open about it, saying that for all the years she's given herself to the Idibia family, they never accepted her. And the Idibia family said, you were evil to us, you were mean to us, you would not let us come to our brother's house. And even our own family, says, and it seems like she even left her family for the Idibias, like because her brothers were saying things about her, brothers not supporting her because of how she has decided to literally leave and cleave to Two-Face. So she's back. And in the interest of her being back, or in honor of her being back, I want to tell you some things about Annie Macaulay herself, not Idibia. But we can't tell her story without adding Idibia to it, because that is such a huge part of her life. But like I mentioned, this woman was an actress. She is an actress. She is a model. She just has not done a lot of that in recent years. But I assume now that she's going to go back to it because that's her profession, that's her career. So she was, in 2004, she featured in Two-Face's music video of African Queen. She was African Queen. Featured some other women, but because she was his love interest then, and that sort of made it social media, or should I say social media official now, or publicly official, that they were together, even though Two-Face went ahead to still have other children on her with other women, but that didn't face her. She is a graduate of the University of Lagos and also of the Lagos State University. She studied theater arts, and she has 2 degrees actually, one from LASU and one from Unilag, right? So she's well read. She is no longer, I mean, I feel her story is just around Two-Face. I'm trying to make it so that we'll see her as a person, as who she is. She's a mother of 2 beautiful girls. She's also a reality TV star. Let's not forget that she's been featuring in Young Famous and African now since 2022, and the recent season that she featured in was what sort of pushed all of these out. I don't know how to say it, because in January she featured and people were blasting her saying, oh, she carried Two-Face on her head too much and all of those things. And then in the midst of that, Two-Face came to say, oh, I'm separated. And then between January and now, between the ending of January and this is the beginning of April, so hey, Natasha and Two-Face have surprised everybody. Dani has gone to rehab. Allegedly, she's gone to rehab. She's back and she's fine now. We hope that her career is going to take all the shifts and the changes that she requires. Life begins at 40, actually, for a lot of persons. 40 is when they find themselves, they decide they want to live for themselves. And I hope that maybe that Annie actually does that for herself, because Natasha is rubbing it in the face of any and everybody. Maybe she's not robbing, maybe she's just living her life also unapologetically herself. Maybe that is what she's doing, because we encourage people to do that. Maybe that is what she's doing, not caring about the consequence, not caring about what anybody says or thinks about her, just living the life she has chosen for herself. So maybe we should also embrace that, and let Annie also live that life and not judge based on this, because other persons are beginning to do some comparison saying, oh, May is doing this, maybe Annie should also do this. Sort of association of wives who stood by their husbands, but then the husbands disgraced themselves, publicly. And I don't know if you are waiting or wishing for the downfall of Two-Face and Natasha. Maybe that will never happen. Maybe it will happen. I think downfall is a rather harsh word to use, or maybe there's separation or something. Maybe it will happen. Maybe like Judy and Julie Doce, they are going to share some children together also. Let's see how it goes. We don't know if the divorce is finalized now, but she has dropped officially the name. But on her Instagram handles and whatnot, because she's verified, it might be hard for her to remove the Idibia from her name. Even on Wikipedia and some other platforms, she's still carrying. People have not edited it out. So, but I don't know. I hope that with time, people will understand that, oh, she's now a person of her own. Let her stay and stand on her own and give her all the support that she needs as a person. I hope she's able to make it, because I'm not against it. I want her to milk all of this. Milk it as much as you can. Get as much dough as you can from it. Please get as much money, as much brand ambassadorship, as much influencing gig, as much support you can get from it, and use it wisely at the end of the day. So you would not, I don't know how they're going to share the properties and all of it. Maybe they even share things together. I really don't know, because it seems like there's been crack in the marriage for a while now. Anya has come severally to blast Two-Face publicly. So maybe since then, Two-Face has been tidying his affair, or maybe Anna has also been tidying an affair since then. I really don't know, but we are here to see, as everything is going to progress, what will happen at the end of the day. Personally, I'm rooting for Annie. I'm also rooting for Two-Face. I don't want any of them to follow anything. I'm also rooting for their children. I hope that the children she shares with Two-Face, they are teenagers now, but it's not going to be easy for them, especially with the old drama that accompanied it. I hope that the children also come out very strongly and really well from all of this at the end of the day. I'd like to hear from you in the comment section. What do you guys think? Annie being on her own, Two-Face being on his own, Madam Natasha claiming Two-Face, and people saying the cane that they used to beat the first wife is waiting for you, the second wife. Don't think it's not going to have any other after you. Don't think you're going to be the last of the women is going to be with. Two-Face has shown us mysteriously that he likes women. So he even said it exclusively that he's not about to be faithful to one woman. So maybe when he was even with Annie, without doubt, he was probably sleeping with other women. I don't know, allegedly, but you know. I'd like to hear from the comment in the comment section. Let me hear from you. I think I've said that multiple times now. Like I mentioned initially, if you've not subscribed to this channel, I'm coming to bite your nose. Cause I don't know why I've not subscribed. I actually don't know why I'm not subscribed to this channel. You don't want to be watching me talk. I mean, be a part of your community. We don't bite here. We show love. And then you'll be the first to know things that happen. If you click on the bell icon after the subscribe button, it's going to pop up. Click on that bell icon. You will know what's going on. You won't be left behind. You won't be waiting for them to share it. You'll be the one that will be sharing this video and sharing what's going on in the world with every other person. So please do that already. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one.